Hi guys, hope everyone's doing well this evening. I'm already ready for bed. As you can tell, I have my comforter, I have my hair tied up, and I am relaxing because I have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So I will keep this short and sweet. Then again, I always say that, and it's never short nor sweet. Tomorrow is my last day of work, which I can't really be angry about having to go in because I'm going to be off for about a month. So I will grin and bear it. But I just wanted to talk to you guys because today I actually was satisfied with my dinner in the first time in 2 weeks since I started this whole liquid diet for the pre-op to the gastric sleeve. In case some of you are just joining me, that's why I'm doing a liquid diet. So, I in my previous video I talked about buying the low sodium chicken broth and I wasn't too excited about it, but I decided that I can make anything taste good. So, I got a pan, a regular stainless steel saute pan. Now, for the liquid diet, it says you cannot add any extra fats. You cannot add butter, margarine, oil, etc. You have to stay away from that. But you are allowed to have up to 2 cups of raw or cooked vegetables. So I took that and ran with it. I don't know about everyone because I know a lot of doctors have different pre-op instructions. So, just if any of you out there are planning to have the sleeve and you get your instructions, please check with your doctor first before you follow this recipe. Everyone's different. I actually read somewhere that some people had to do it for 3 weeks, the liquid diet for 3 weeks, which I don't know if I could do another week of this. I know after the surgery I am going to be on liquids again, but that's after the surgery. That's when I have a smaller stomach. Hopefully I won't be craving things as much as I am now because my dear sweet sister decided to come upstairs today with a plate of cookies and drink my milk and sit on my bed, and I'm just staring at her like, who invited you? So, anyway, the soup I made was, hey, let's be honest. It wasn't a soup I would eat on the regular because it didn't have all the nice potatoes and provisions that I love in soup. But, this was a somewhat good imitation. So, I took a regular stainless steel pan and I had in my fridge carrots. So, I just really thinly sliced up the carrots, like really maybe a 1/2 inch thick because I wanted them to cook quickly. And I diced up carrots. I diced up a little bit of onions, just very, very little, because I was just making one portion. So I just sliced up maybe 1/4 of an onion, maybe 1/8 of an onion, if I really want to be honest. And I had some cabbage. Like I had made wonton tacos for a coworker a few days ago, maybe last week I should say. And it kind of sucked because I couldn't eat it. But I made it for her, and I had the some cabbage and carrots and stuff shredded, for coleslaw. So I had some of that left over, so I figured I'd use it. So according to my pre-op liquid diet, you can have up to 2 cups daily of certain vegetables, raw or cooked. You can have zucchini, you can have carrots, you can have onions, you can have garlic, celery. You cannot have any corn, you can't have any potatoes because it has too much carbs and starchy. You can't have any beans, but you can pretty much have everything else: spinach, Brussels sprouts, etc. So I had the carrots, which I sliced about 1/2 inch thick. I sliced up a little bit of the onions. I had the cabbage already shredded. I had a little bit of celery. So I just took all that together, and I had spinach. So I took all that together, put it off to the side. Now here comes the dilemma that you cannot add any oil. And this, I would say, is the hard part because you can't just put all that stuff in there and let it saute. It's gonna scorch. So I just took a very, very little bit of garlic, like one 1 clove of garlic, and I put it in the oven just by itself. Put a little salt on it because the salt will naturally pull out the moisture of the garlic or anything. And I put in there to roast. I put it under in the broiler so it'd be quick. And I roasted it for about 20 minutes, I would say. So if any of you have ever roasted garlic, after you take it out, you smash it as like a paste, and it's oily because garlic has like natural oils. So I put that in a pan, a little bit of the garlic after I roasted it, and had like, you know, the natural oils, which I talked about before. And I added the carrots. The carrots were first because those had to cook down a little bit. So I added the carrots to the garlic and then the onions, and I just let it saute on about a medium to low heat. And once the onions got translucent and it got nice and soft, I added the spinach and the cabbage, and I just let everything cook down together, and it was actually good. Now, the broth is low fat, 99% fat free, and low sodium, so it needed a little bit of flavor. Now, the garlic is going to give it flavor, but it needed a little bit more. So actually, I had Old Bay, and I took a pinch of Old Bay because Old Bay is actually a accumulation of different spices in there. It tastes seafoodish because anybody that's from Maryland knows they put Old Bay on everything. So I just put a little bit of that on all the veggies that was sauteing in there, and then I added a cup of the chicken broth, and I just turned the flame up to high and let it go and let it saute and let it season, and it kind of brought it up to a boil. Mixed everything together about 5 more minutes and shut it off. And that soup was actually really good. I'm actually really full because with the onions and the cabbage and the celery and the spinach and the carrots, everything together, all that was about a cup, I would say. It wasn't even 2 cups, which is what I'm allowed maximum per day. It was about a cup, maybe a little less than a cup, because I used very little of everything. And then the chicken broth, and I just put it in a bowl and I ate it, and it was actually really good. Not something, if I say, oh, I'm really wanting soup, I will eat this every day, but for, you know, what it was and what I'm trying to accomplish, it was actually really good. And I had that, and I had my water, and I had a sugar-free Jell-O, and I'm good for the night. It was actually good. So you should definitely check that out. Try it. It's worth it if you are trying to spice up your liquid diet, per se. Other than that, yes, today is day 13 of my liquid diet. Tomorrow is day 14. I can't even say it's the last day because I still have to stop eating after midnight and then nothing on my surgery day. But surgery is January 6th, Tuesday, so I have 2 more days to go, which I'm very excited and looking forward to. I actually packed my bag already, so that's great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to bring it to work with me tomorrow, and then, you know, one of my coworkers will bring it over with them on Tuesday when I have the surgery after I get put in my room, because I work in the same hospital I'm having my surgery, so that's a plus. So other than that, I'm ready. My bag is packed. I cleaned my house today just to make sure, because I'm not going to be cleaning when I come home. I made my bed and everything is ready to go. So I really hope you guys check out that recipe if you are looking for ways to, you know, get through this liquid diet, and check it out. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.